Ferris wheels are a poor substitute for a truly representative government that honors the rights of its citizens. About saving lives, but it's also about safeguarding tourism revenue.
We got a situation. Couldn't have gone far. She's close. Oh, come on now. Where y'all at?
An inner voice has told me to share this revelation with you. Australia does not exist. Resulting in superpowers such as electricity manipulation. That one.
just put close. Anybody got some lip on?
It's another unsuccessful shark hunt for the people of Port Clovis.
The hell are you? Should've brought my fish finder. She gotta be somewhere out here. Can't avoid us forever. Does this smell unusual, or is that just Port Clovis?
The powers of society have retaliated with deterrent action. But mankind is ultimately impotent to stop Mother Nature's influence. Hold on. A new inside source is uploading me with information. Oh. Two homeless men in an alley in there. Oh. Never mind. And we're off to the races. The shark exhibits incredible maneuverability. This is actually going quite well. The apex predator comes up short. A slight bodily adjustment might decrease her drag. The shark's swimming form has really started to deteriorate. See, the shark really needs to feel the water. I think that's her problem. I say the shark's poor technique is really limiting her swim speed. Look at the determination. The predator perhaps could improve her streamline. the shark might consider some interval training. And we are underway. With the clock ticking, there's little time to make up for damages. Look how gracefully she glides through the water. The shark works her tail like a propeller. This is not an optimal race pace. I can't impress enough the importance of core-driven swimming. This is why it's so important when swim training to practice your positioning. Looks like she's hit a wall. That anal fin is really important as a vertical stabilizer. See there? That's some real good technique. That's another clip for this shark's highlight reel. A source close to the Army Corps of Engineers informs me that the group has been involved in a purposely directed Gulf depopulation program for years. engaged in some sort of large-scale World War III exercises. So we begin. It's not looking good. This shark is really proving herself an athlete to watch. Love books, but don't love to read? Autolist. A dominant performance thus far. This predator really needs to push the pace. We are in a time of great tribulation. What ferocity! And endurance training would really enhance the shark's performance potential. This is such a treat for all you die-hard swimmers. Reducing drag, the shark can make a minimum energy investment for a maximum speed return. All these recent oil spills are merely the big fish really needs to get that tail moving. This could be one for the record. The insectoids have worked hard to ensure that they and their conspirators continue to occupy Port Clovis's positions of power, such as Planning Commission Director Steve Traeger. The shark really needs to work on her form. The shark is going to need a late surge to come out on top. Wow, such speed and control. witnessing the rise of the next superstar addict. I haven't witnessed such a fiery performance since Christina Eggerzagi at the '92 Summer Games. Don't forget, everything you see is just window dressing for them. Swimming is one of the best forms of cardiovascular exercise available to sharks. Some sage advice for the shark. She who pulls the most water wins. That is some sailfish level swimming. Notice how she positions her fins at different angles, altering the flow of the water around her. This fish really needs a second wind. Perhaps she started out of the gate too hard. Love books, but don't love to read? Autolist.com has over 150,000 titles you can start listening to today. Like Bert O'Higgins's Killing Taft, the shocking assassination attempt that was more or less that was disappointing. The shark explodes off the blocks. Shark's looking real confident. She needs to make sure that her nose is always pointed toward her destination. These are Chinese-made rigs. Bad swim technique can increase drag and decrease efficiency. Look at the technique. She's really transferring her muscle power from her body to the water. Ferris wheels are incredibly... Earlier dawdling has this fish looking fatigued. Diaphragmatic breathing could really help improve the shark's swimming performance. by increasing her stroke length. The fish is displaying some good body spine alignment. The shark's dorsal helps her keep balance as she moves through the water. We are in a time of great tribulation, and the gates of your gated communities will not save you. She looks full of adrenaline. Tricep rotations and oblique rolls are a great way to build those swimming muscles. The fish needs to stay focused as she enters the final stretch. The shark doesn't appear to be in swimming shape. You could chalk up, or this is getting tense. The big fish is falling behind. The insectoids have worked hard. She's something else, isn't she? Might I suggest a 20-minute cool down? You know, my high school swim coach used to say, it's easier to pass through water than overpower. The shark exhibits incredible maneuverability. A source close to the Army Corps of Engineers informs me that the group has been involved in a purposely directed Gulf depopulation program for years. This is actually going quite well. Ferris wheels are a poor substitute for a slight bodily adjustment might decrease her drag. Sure, but can she repeat that performance in the 2024 Paris Games? species' communal guard against shark attacks came after experimentation with animal sacrifices to appease the shark god, Dakiwaka.
Let's move, hunters.
Intimidated by the shark's fierce love of country and implacable devotion to the ideals of liberty, the bioweapon flees to open waters. The hunt is over, and there will be an inevitable rush on dollar drafts at Flamingo Joe's. Maybe that will deprogram their mind. Love books but don't love to read? Autolist.com has over 150,000 titles you can start listening to today. Like Bert O'Higgins's Killing Town, the shocking assassination attempt that was more or less inconsequential in the span of American history. Regarding these spills, I'm proposing complicity on the part of Mayor Wade Hibbert. You see, Hibbert owns 50 shares in Schlumberger, who's owned by Execo, who are partners with Saxwell Gold in Varcon, the manufacturer of oil dispersant emulsifex. Therefore, Hibbert made money on the clean. It appears that the bioweapon is not only carrying a viral agent, but the HPV vaccine as well. Of the bottomless pit, Moloch.
Let's go swing around.
It seems Port Clovis has forgotten all about its road shark, for now. That will result in some internal bleeding. Everything is energy, even physical matter. So maybe, if we all focus our minds on the destruction of this unholy weapon, it will happen. her weakened state, the beast remains a potent threat. All these recent oil spills are merely contrived events designed to cripple the Gulf's fishing industry. Human and shark must so often meet as
Responsible for multiple fatalities in the Gulf. Shoot on sight.
Bad news? Another shark attack. Good news? There's money in it for us.
the beast of the bottomless pit, Moloch. With little fanfare, another bounty hunt comes to a close. Predator should really prioritize her own physical well-being. Love books but don't love to read? Autolist.com has over 150,000 titles you can start listening to today. Like Gordon A. Boyd's Electric Toothbrushes, the little spy in your medicine cabinet. A source close to the Army Corps of Engineers informs me that the group has been involved in a purposely directed Gulf depopulation program for years. Sophisticated wildlife management has never been a priority in Port Clovis. And so, amateur hour begins.
We got a shark situation out there. Who wants to kill another shark?
A breeze would be nice. Comes right under me. It's touching me. I know it.
Is that it? Nah, that ain't it.
Thought you scared her off, huh?
Another shark hunt brought to a close. The beast of the bottomless pit, Moloch. Regarding these spills, I'm proposing complicity on the part of Mayor Wade Hibbard. You see, Hibbard owns 50 shares in Schlumberger, who's owned by Exico. We're partners with Saxwell Gold in Varcon, the manufacturer of oil dispersant emulsifex. Therefore, Hibbard made money on the
Level shark may hit got a shiny new bounty for you, boys.
The beast of the bottomless pit, Moloch. Everything is energy, even physical matter. So maybe, if we all focus our minds on the destruction of this unholy weapon, it will happen. The battle is over, but the war goes on. Chalk up 23 oil spills in the last 5 years to incompetence, sure. But I think you should open your minds to the idea that these were planned events. Shark hunting was prohibited by royal decree in ancient Fiji. But this is decidedly not ancient Fiji. There's way more liquor stores, payday lenders.
just know she's near. I really should get some polarized lenses. Should have brought my fish finder. I think we're done here.
Lord Clovis has grown bored of the hunt, leaving our shark to fight another day. The beast of the bottomless pit, Moloch. These are Chinese-made rigs. If there's any catastrophic methane explosions in the near future, you can't tell me that's merely an accident. A source close to the Army Corps of Engineers informs me that the group has been involved in a purposely directed Gulf depopulation program for years. All these recent oil spills are merely contrived events designed to cripple the Gulf's fishing industry. Natural powers, shark hunters will often call for backup upon spotting their prey.
Out on the ball. Got another. Grab the shark stab. Okay. No problem with that regard.
Come on now. The hell is it? Hey, Shark, get your ass out here. Hell, I don't know. Maybe she's scared of us.
Well, I'm sure the shark's dead.
Humans' attention spans are short. The beast of the bottomless pit, Moloch. Everything is energy, even physical matter. So maybe, if we all focus our minds on the destruction of this unholy weapon, it will happen. Like heroic Neo, the shark has freed us from the Matrix. Now, we can unplug from the metal coils that once enslaved us, leave our mechanical caves, and greet this new dawn of truth. It's been 90 days since my last Truth Quest broadcast. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering where I've been. Well, for the past year or so, I've been partaking daily of ayahuasca. In fact, the very concept of Truth Quest came to me during a powerful vision. It was during my last vidcast that I experienced what my wife described as a psychotic break. The next day, she and my son Steven staged a family intervention. Well, I'm happy to report that since then, I've filed for divorce. Now I have time to dedicate myself to my true calling. Questers, we know that reality is just a mirage. Somewhere through the crack between time and space, great cosmic truths remain, still awaiting discovery. These are the obscure and unmarked points along the road of our Truth Quest.